know if there's a rival between West and regular Wendover, because they're in Utah, Mormons, polygamists. Well, we like to have more than one wife, don't we? We're from Wendover. West Wendover, that's where it rocks. That's where we are now. No state tax. So you come over here in Wendover, there's like sex and rock and roll, and then back to Mormondale, right? Yeah, I love it. I love it. Another one, I didn't know what to say, so I said that. This is really cool, though. I said to my manager I wanted to play kind of the low-high country in northeastern Nevada, really close to Utah, almost like straddling the border, in like a 1,000-seat kind of amphitheater, around 4,000 feet elevation. And I got this. We have a lot of ground to cover, good Lord. We will do the good work of the American people. Barack Obama, woo! Oh, no, he's doing the best he can. I think he's too much of an intellectual, you know? Because Bush Jr. had like cool, simple catchphrases that would just cut through stuff. You know, he said, you read his book, he says stuff like, we got evildoers. We got evildoers. We call them evildoers because they do evil. So I said to Dick, why don't we just call them evildoers and do them for evil? By the way, is he the happiest politician in America? Did you see him on his book tour? He was so happy. He was on Oprah, even when things were bad. And that's how we got into the Iraq War. No WMD. Barack Obama just doesn't have the catchphrase thing down. He's too wordy. He wouldn't say evildoers. He'd say, there are people in the world who disagree with our way of life, and we're going to reach out and do the good work of the American people. You mean evildoers? No capisce, all that gobbledygook. I don't know why I do this, but it seems like he's doing that internally. We will do the good work of the American people. They're the ones who drove the economy into the ditch in the first place. That's another one he says, you know. I think he needs catchphrases. He's got to do it simple. Like even Al Gore got his ass kicked, which is not hard to do apparently. I'm sorry. In 2000, he said it's time for the rich to pay their fair share. It's time for rich people to pay their fair share. He talks like this now, but I'm not exaggerating. Because my wife was watching him about a couple weeks ago and goes, my God, he really talks like that now. He talks like this. When did he turn into a gay Forrest Gump, ladies and gentlemen? When did that happen? It's time for the rich to pay their fair share. And George W. just cut through and goes, I think you know better what to do with your own money than the federal government. Even Reagan was good at it. Reagan, when they had the Berlin Wall, this is for people over 40, it goes back a ways. He goes to Germany, and this was intense at the time for the American president to call out the Russian, the East Germans like, a little Satan twister. Reagan goes over there, he goes, well, Mr. Gorbachev, tear down this wall. That's pointed. You know what he's talking about. Barack Obama would have said, we believe that barriers of any kind act as an obstruction to people's good relationships. This is the problem. Reagan, one thing I loved after he got in 1980, after 4 years of Jimmy Carter, we got Malays and we'll put it with it, we got nothing. Everyone was feeling bad in America. And then Reagan said, it's morning again in America. Kind of cool, right? Just simple and talking economic policy. It's morning again in America. President Obama would have said something like, after the sun sets in the west and there's a period of nightfall, and then it rises in the east, that is typically what we call morning. Is good, you know? You want a president that smiles and has humor, you know? And I don't know if that's Barack's strong suit, because Bush was all like kind of giggly, you know? Two Irishmen walk out of a bar. It could happen. Barack Obama trying to tell a joke, right? Did you, I'd like to, introduce some humor to the conversation. Did you hear about the mom and the dad who found out that their 10-year-old boy was visiting S&M websites? And the mom says, what are we going to do? And the dad says, well, we can't spank him. Because the father inherently knew that an activity like that would not be a source of punishment, but would in fact be a source of pleasure for the 10-year-old boy. That's a funny one. I wonder if W and Senior, who is a buddy of mine, we do things together. They must be sitting back and watching, because they did beat up on W pretty bad, you know? And now, who's ever president gets their ass kicked. It doesn't matter. So they must be sitting down there and text going, not so easy, is it, Daddy? Well, no. Gotta take the bullets. Comes with the job. Don't know how it's gonna go. Yeah, but Daddy, I got better approval ratings than President Obama, don't I? Well, you're in that area with him. You're actually lower at a particular time. Is that in fact, Dadders? Son of a bitch. But it goes up and down. He's popped up. He's 47%. Clinton is the most popular politician in America. Bill Clinton is back. Did you see him at that podium out there when Barack Obama came out? And then the president left, and then Bill Clinton was there. Hell, I can answer any question. We don't really do him right now. Okay? And Barack Obama goes, I've got to go because I'm keeping Michelle waiting. The President of the United States? Hell, I know about keeping wives waiting. You better go. I know what that's like. But I do think Clinton was lucky with the economy. It was just rocking during his time. And who knows how much responsibility he has. I don't know how it all works. But in my lifetime, 1998, best time ever. 1998, because nothing bad was happening. And that's why Clinton got into some trouble. Because it was boring as hell to be president in 1998. Anyone could be in the Oval Office going... Don't know what to do. Hey, how's it going out there? Any wars or anything? No, Kosovo, one casualty, all tied up. Good. GDP, growing? Okay, economy humming along. Unemployment? No, everybody's got a job. Okay. Miss Lewinsky, will you come in here for a minute? And I mean, blow me, bitch, because I didn't know. I'm in a casino in Wendover. I thought I'd go blue. I thought you mountain people could handle it. Swing! What? We had a couple little adult beverages. Mr. Mouth is moving, but Mr. Green doesn't quite know what's going on. Maybe I'll do her on Saturday night. She's a mean woman. They have church ladies slot machines. I don't know if they have them here, but they do have church ladies slot machines. Believe it or not. And I saw a guy playing one in Vegas, and I walked up behind him. This is a true story. I said, Jesus doesn't like what you're doing. Gates once. That was an interesting experience. They said, this Microsoft thing, like 10,000, they go, do the church lady, come to our convention and do the church lady with Bill Gates. And I said, no, that won't work, she's mean. They go, no, Bill will love it. I go, no, I really don't want to do it. And then they told me how much they were going to pay me. So I said, I'll get the bitch's dress on right now. Anyway, I'm in some gigantic arena in Seattle with Bill Gates. He's over there with the sweater and the goggles. And they revere him. He's like a god at Microsoft. So you can feel the tension already. Church lady versus Bill Gates. All these nerds out there. Bill's gonna get him. And I'm just in the character, and she looks to, kind of finds the weak spots. She just goes, well, Mr. Bill Gates. And already it got a little tense. I go, we like ourselves, don't we? And they're like, he's over there like, apparently we made a deal with the devil. The devil said we can have 50 billion, but we have to go through life looking like a turtle. Sucked out of the room. I mean, literally, these nerds are like, let's kill comedian. Get him, Bill! So Bill Gates decides to improvise. Goes off script. Well, church lady, I am not like a turtle. Shit, you're not. Well, we think we're just a little bit superior to everyone else, don't we? And it's getting quieter and quieter. So finally, I go, let's do the superior dance. And he just walks off in the middle of the thing. I'm left out there. He goes, I'm not going to do that. And he leaves. And I'm just backing up. And I go backstage. And they literally surrounded me. They were so intense, these Microsoft employees. It was like, this one guy comes up. It was like Lord of the Rings. He's like, oh my God. You made fun of the precious. Man, I don't know. Politically, though, it's so funny in California. You got these ads out here, right? Those attack ads, during the election cycle. Man, out there it was brutal. It was just like these haunted house kind of Carly Fiorina. She shot a man in Reno and had sex with Osama bin Laden. And then Barbara Box is like, I'm Barbara Boxer and I approve this ad. Jerry Brown is back in California. I did him in 1992, and I said, well, I'll put that to bed. That's never coming back. And here he is. And he would just pop up on TV with a big Jerry Brown head, just out of the blue, go, I'm Jerry Brown, and I have a plan. I have a plan for California. And when I get that plan, I'm going to do that plan, because I have a plan. My second plan is to have a backup plan, in case the first plan doesn't work. I'm Jerry Brown. He's running against Meg Whitman from eBay, and his campaign calls her a whore. The most asexual woman in North America. Kind of big legs, Oompa Loompa forehead. She's a whore, and a slut, and a prostitute. Then they said she had an illegal housekeeper, and they got her on that one. I got to ask you guys a question. Is there such a thing as a legal housekeeper? Never met one. Never seen one anywhere. But one of my impressions is walking out, and I've got Jerry Brown, because